when that joint jump off and you come out there head down, man down from 30 feet, woo, everywhere, woo,
Yo,
but.
Alright, man, we back. Hey. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna have to see my jug of water. I'm trying to get right. I'm trying to get healthy. I'm trying to be slim like Simmons over here. You know what I'm saying?
So I can straight?
So it was gonna be straight. So I can wear fly shirts with the, you know what I'm saying, electricity on. You know, when you slim like him, you can wear stuff like that. You know what I mean? I can't wear that right now. It's coming up.
$10, man. Try $10. Went on the sale rack. I thought it would have been a good look on the kid. You feel me? What y'all think?
Ooh.
Alright, straight.
So, you know, let's do the introductions real quick for those of you who don't know, but you should. Myself, I am Ray Masonette, along with my main man, Coach Anthony Simmons, head coach of Voyager Basketball in Durham. Make sure y'all go check him out this season.
He gonna check us out, man.
Yeah,
check us out, man.
It'll be a show.
Young team, willing to grow, hungry, but I think, you know, as we continue to put the work in, we're gonna have a great season. So definitely come check us out. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to grow the audience. Need to sell tickets, so need that $5. So we need that $5.
Pay the $5. So we got some good topics for y'all, man. We're gonna jump right into it. First one is, and I need y'all to listen close because this is important. Great players want to be told the truth.
Oh shoot,
the truth. So, how does that happen? And the subtopic, or the topic that kind of goes along with it, is finding someone in your circle, outside your circle, somebody who's going to tell you the truth about your game.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know how we always do. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna change nothing up on y'all. Shimmy to the left, shimmy to the right, look left, look right. This is my man Simmons, and he gonna start off for y'all.
I think this is a great topic this week, and as we getting, closer to basketball season, we want to start talking about things that maybe for the individual or team or anybody in our audience, because like now is when you have to start mentally getting prepared for your season. And part of that is our topic, and I think it's something good that will help you out in life as well. It's just finding somebody that's gonna keep it real with you. But when we talk about in basketball terms, it's like what you have to understand is that failure and growth go hand in hand. Like, it wouldn't be called growth if there was no failure. Like, there's nobody that's perfect. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any mistakes. But being in this coaching thing for a little while, knowing tons of kids, you know what I'm saying? It's like this generation looks at somebody telling them that, hey, you may need to work on this or you're doing something wrong as somebody personally attacking them. Mm-hmm. I feel like. And, immediately becomes standoffish or brushes it off or goes one end out the other. And, being a coach, like, that's hard, because it's like all the coach I don't think any coach in the beginning wants to see you do bad.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I think every coach wants to, impact everybody's lives, but, ultimately, like, you gotta want to listen. And so from a player standpoint, like, in order to be great at this game, like, you have to learn, you have to fail, you have to grow. And what you want to hear shouldn't always be everything you did good.
Right.
It's like when you talk to a lot of, one common thing you talk to a lot of kids is like, oh yeah, we lost, but I had 20.
Right.
That's the perfect example of it.
Mm-hmm.
Or yeah, we had like you got cooked, or you see when I cross, oh boy, you see when I, like, it's one move. It's like everything, or when you want to highlight and like, oh, you missed the dunk or you missed the layup, and it's like you put so much on that one play that highlights you and not enough on the things that's gonna make you better as an overall player. And I'm gonna pass it back to Ray. I want to bounce off him to see what he thinks. From a scouting point of view, I'm pretty sure this is something he's bumped across in, some kids that he's talked to where, this seems to be the case.
Yeah, and so, like, that's exactly where I want to start off. And I think one of the things I like to do as a scout is to be upfront.
Right.
I think that differentiates me from everybody else. A lot of times, people don't like to deliver tough messages or hard messages, and I one of the things I pride myself on is not being afraid to do those things, right? So
Right.
and I don't just tell a player. I'll tell a player's parent. I'll tell his mama. I'll tell whoever's right there when I'm talking to that player. Hey, you need to fix these things if you want to get better, or if you want to go to the next level. And sometimes it's received well. I think sometimes in communication, packaging is very important, right? Yeah, I'm not just gonna come off and tell a kid, yo, you some trash.
Right.
Get out of here, you suck. I'm gonna tell them, hey, listen, there are some things to your game that's really good, but here are the things that you need to work on, etc., etc. And I think this topic comes at a good time because I saw something on social media where Kobe had he was being interviewed. And he was talking about like outside noise, and for the people that's watching, I'm gonna put the clip up so y'all can see. But he was talking about outside noise and himself being able to like, yo, shut up. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's on me.
It's on me.
He was taking all the responsibility.
Yep.
Like mom, dad, you know what I'm saying,
Homie.
sister, brother, like everybody in the car, like shut up. Nah, it's my
For
fault.
me, it was, okay, well, why am I not playing? What can I do differently? I have to be better. All right, well, then that's not good enough. Then I have to be twice as good, right? And for me, it was a challenge of getting to a place where it's undeniable. You have to play me because I'm that good. I'm that efficient. I'm strong at both ends of the floor. So it actually helped me because I was coming off the bench for the first 2 years. And it was like, okay, I have to figure this out. I have to be, right? So I use it as a source of motivation, not to get frustrated and complain and whine about it.
But you are being responsible for your own self-determination.
It's also the strength, too, of being able to tell your family members and your friends to shut up. Because, they'll be in my, oh, you should be starting. Oh, you should be playing. I don't know what they're doing. Shut up. If I'm not playing, I need to get better at this. I need to get better at that. There's things I can control, and this is what I'm going. But unfortunately, there's a lot of noise, a lot of outside noise from friends and former coaches and all sorts of stuff, filling your head with nonsense. And you have to be able to have the strength to edit that and say, no, I don't want to hear it. This is on me.
When he was talking about his first 2 years playing on the Lakers,
Exactly.
having to come off the bench because he was playing behind Van Exel and Eddie Jones.
which would ever kill us. Do your research. But you hear great players with that same message. Joel Berry did the same thing on his graduation night, complaining like he said to all the fans and said, "Look, I called home complaining to mom and dad, and they said look in the mirror." And he was like, "It wasn't until I looked in the mirror and figured out it's on me. I got to do what I got to do." And he had a great career at Carolina. So it's just like it's that much harder if you have people in your ear telling you how great you are. Or, anytime you watch film, you only focusing on what you did good. It's always about continuously improving. That's what great players do. At every level, high school, college, the pros, they watch film to see how they can get better. Naturally, I get it, people are human, people always want to see themselves and they want to look good on camera, but that's not the focus on if you want to be a great basketball player. If you want to be good, have people around you who's not afraid to tell you the truth. And if you want some truth serum, send me a video. I tell you right away. You ain't going left. You need to go left more.
I got a question for you though. But at the same time, kids, you need somebody to tell you the truth. And 98% of the time, 95% of the time, there's so many negative people in this world that you have at least one negative person that's telling you the truth in the right way.
Point.
You know what I'm saying? But this is the biggest thing though. Are you willing to accept it? Are you willing to actually take it and then do something about the information? Because perfect example, the biggest one for me, and I'm telling you, it heats me up as a coach. I used to do it as a player sometimes, but I had a father that would snap and come out and stand, so I couldn't do it but so much.
Shout out to Paul. Shout out to Paul, dog.
Yeah, I ain't. But when the coach takes you out the game, there's always that brief interaction when y'all pass each other.
Yeah.
So for me, if I see you with a lot of steam coming up your chest, I'm either gonna not say anything to you, or I'm really gonna step in front of you to create the conflict. Because I like that stuff. Hold on. Now wait a second. Now what's up? Now what's up?
What you got to say?
Now what's up? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna whisper something in your ear, and I ain't talking about yin yang twins. All right? I'm gonna whisper something. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be foul, straight foul, side, inspirational, inspired. All right, okay, back to the podcast. We're serious, but that interaction, what happened in that pass was good straight.
It's good on you straight.
The interaction where you pass and then you go. Let me get straight. And you go, and you at the end of the bench. And then you hit your homeboy. He ain't getting no burn either. He done play like 30 seconds.
He still got his warm-ups on.
And yo, Black Simmons. Or this, that, and the third. And that attitude, like, that's the biggest situation of not wanting to hear the truth. All because of an audience and not because of the betterment of you. Instead of sprinting off the court and then coming off the court and sitting in the first chair asking your assistant coach what you did wrong. Because the assistant coach, the dude sitting closest to your coach is the dude you need to get cool with on the bench because he's the one that knows the real truth. The dude that always sits close to your coach. Because as an assistant for Coach Huff, I always sit beside Coach Huff. That's three is right there. And I used to get the real tea. I actually do. What I'm telling you, the dude that's sitting there, let me give you the behind the scenes. That's the real tea. So whoever's sitting behind me this year gonna know all the nicknames, all the craziness, like, cause I gotta tone it down, you know, cause brother got the promotion, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta have the silent, facial expressions and everything respectable, but I gotta keep the funk for the locker room.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? I gotta
right.
keep that on the bench. I gotta keep all that, the lingo, I gotta keep all that boxed in. All right? It's about Voyager, baby.
Yeah.
Okay?
I think you made a really good point. I wanted to kind of flex on this one a little bit. The negative haters, the naysayers, the people that's always like, learn from them too, because those will be the unfiltered critics. So if you got somebody that you feel like is a hater and he telling you, yo, you trash, you can't go left, or you trash, your jumper broke, like, take what's important out. Like, yo, question yourself, yo, is my jumper broke? You know what I mean? Like, and that's the unfiltered truth, right? Because that person probably don't even like you anyway. So there's no reason for him to try to coddle you or protect you or anything like that. So he's telling you what you can't do or what he's seeing you on the floor not doing.
And it's good, I like where we're going with it, because I got another point not to add off that, is that allows the game never to become boring. Mm-hmm. So this is the thing that's bothering me. Like, right now, I talk to Ray all the time about so many, like, kids and scouts and parents and everybody putting development in this 4-year box of high school. Not understanding that it's possible for you to continue to develop not only that 4 years after high school and college, but continue to develop after that. Mm-hmm. Like, there's some people that develop from college players to coaches, college players to trainers, college players. There's so many different things. This game is so many different things to do in this game and be successful at, so you can still be around it, so you're still developing. That's part of your knowledge. So it kills me when kids work out, act like they gotta have somebody passing the ball or get bored. Yo, the easiest way to not get bored is to go think about everybody that says you trash, because even the guys that's really nice, that's ranked, that got scholarships. Yo, usually in a van or around kids or in the crowd all the time. Well, they're swallowing your face and they be like, yo, you trash, yo. He only had 14 on us. He only had 14 on us. I had 9 and 3. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't gonna talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, those are more opportunities to give you more fuel. Because, like, when you're enraged like that, that's where the work comes from. Like, nothing pisses you off than when somebody is really capping or talking big shit about you.
Big shit.
That really makes you want to work. So anything I can get, I learned that from the greats. Jordan, Kobe, like anything to tick you off, you know what I'm saying, or make you really go back and look at yourself, you need that. But the main thing of it is you need that one uncle, scout, trainer, coach, or
mom and dad,
or a parent, or somebody that really has your best interest, that knows the game, that can really give you a quality, constructive opinion about your game. Like that, you know what I'm saying, where you can go to for the truth. Like that's one of the main things you need, because if the person is always telling you you're good, you gotta really like look at that. Alright, like that's, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong being around positive people, but like, you can't do everything good.
Right. I mean, even some of the top players, like I said,
And
every level.
especially the times even when you know you in the wrong.
Right.
And they still trying to find a way to like yo, bro.
Like, yo, I was 2 for 14. I didn't do that.
But yo, it was killing, so I'm telling you, woo, the in and out, it was
Chill. All right, we're gonna roll to the next one, man. This is a good one. And I think Coach is gonna give y'all some flames for this one. Knowing your role on the court. So basically, knowing your role of the position you play. Basically, for example, the point guard knowing what a point guard is supposed to do, shooting guards knowing what a shooting guard is supposed to do, etc., etc. So, and go ahead, kick them more, give them the knowledge of, basically understanding your position on the floor.
Yeah, man. So once again, like I said, basketball season is coming, so we're trying to get you in the mindset of getting ready to play. So just piggybacking off the summer and just being around kids, like I think that kids haven't really been taught the basis of every position.
Mm-hmm.
All right, like a point guard originally is supposed to be the coach on the floor, which means he's supposed to be the player version of the coach actually in the game, the leader, the distributor. Point guard is the head of the snake, the brain.
Right.
All right. Your shooting guard is a bigger guard that can handle the ball. Their job primarily is to score, defend, do those type of things on the perimeter. Your small forward has shooting guard qualities, but is more versatile. All right, running the lanes, a defender, a finisher. All right. Then you have your power forward, which is the first level of your rim protection. Rebound, face up, hit jump shots, run the lane, take the ball out. Then you have your big guy, rim protect, rebound, score, physical presence, those things. All right, and I'm just giving you a basis because I can give you 5 hours of this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Each position.
1 hour and 30 minutes on each of them, but it's no point. Just follow me. But that's the basis of each position. So from there, now you figure out, all right, what things are more important to you. So like, if you're 5'9", you're looking at the point guard, like, can you be a coach on the floor? Absolutely. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you be a leader? Absolutely. Can you take care of the ball? Absolutely. Can you distribute the ball? Absolutely. Should you be able to score, keep the defense honest? Absolutely. But the first 4 things I named are the main things. Right. Oh, and guard. Like, really guard. Those are the main things. Like, we want you to score. You need to be scored, but those are the main things when you're talking about doing it on a college professional level. Because this is the thing, like, the higher the level goes up, the more it leans on the fundamentals.
Right. See,
right now, high school has gone away from leaning on the fundamentals as its foundation of the game. And now, because of AAU, high school is looking like some shit it has no business looking like. It's looking pro. They're trying to make it pro because of these cameras, but that's the reason why half these guys going to the G League, all these guys are transferring, all these guys sitting on the bench, you know what I'm saying, all these different things, like they're getting hurt, all this because like high school is supposed to be the highest level of youth development. Mm-hmm. It's supposed to be the highest level of basketball played at the age of 18 and under, 19 and under, basically. So like middle school, you can do certain stuff, but high school, it's a high level, but you're still learning. Right. You're learning. Then, because think about it, the only person that they say could hold Michael Jordan back was Dean Smith. That was college.
Right.
You ain't see Mike come out here sticking his tongue out, shooting shit backwards till he was getting paid.
Right.
Now you come to the high school game, everybody trying to do what Russell Westbrook doing. Why the hell you ain't doing what damn Joe Barry doing, man? Y'all skipping the whole step, and I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Like all of these things you can find on Google, you can find on YouTube. You can ask a coach. I'm telling you, a lot of y'all can ask one of the old school brothers in the barbershop.
Right.
That can really tell you. But like, it bothers me how like so many times it's misconstrued. It's the coach fault.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's, like it's this trainer, that trainer. But this is something you're supposed to know yourself. At some point, some part of your journey has to be self-made. Okay, like you have to have some type of, you know what I'm saying, go get it about yourself when you're going to seek basic information. You know what I'm saying? Immediate, knowledgeable, good, clean information that you need to know about this topic. Because you love it and you're asking for people to record you doing it.
Right.
You're asking for people to give you money to do it. You're asking people to give you free clothes to do it, and you don't even know what the job title is.
Right.
And see, once you don't know what the job title is, that carries you on through life. Boss man gonna tell you, listen, I need you to get here, clock in. I need you to do A, B, and C. Man, you getting in, you ain't even clocked in. Then
Right.
you mad, you know what I'm saying? When the check comes over, it's just like, really understand your body, understand your limitations, understand your strengths, and then really start doing research for what you're supposed to do. Like me and Ray right now about to start this book. We're not going to tell you right now because we have to finish reading it. Then we are teachers and we like to teach it to you. But page number 1, rule number 1 is crazy because me and Ray talk about this all the time is you have to stare at what you want to be. Right? But this is the issue. 90% of young kids are staring at the NBA player and not staring at the college player, and you got to go to college before you go to the league. You have to, in high school, you can have a mastery of skills. You're skipping the mastery of the foundation because you don't know the position. So if you don't know the position, how do you understand what skills to master? To be ranked or known about for that position. You got it.
So, I mean, I really don't have too much more to say on this because
That was pretty good on
really
that.
bodied that joint. So, I mean,
Okay.
like, I just think, for me, that
I think it's the lightning bolts that got me feeling God.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Zeus, you know what I mean? So I think, honestly, I just think from just a cerebral standpoint, you guys got to know this stuff. I mean, because honestly, knowing these things, is, guess what? Will keep you on the floor. That's what y'all always complain about too. Anyway, I ain't got no time. I ain't coaching me out there. If you know your role, your position, and what you're supposed to be doing, and what the coach is asking you to do, you're gonna be on the floor. You're gonna play. And to the other point Coach Simmons made about blaming everybody, like, yeah, it's super easy to point fingers at, coaches, high school coaches, because you got some situations where your social studies teacher is your basketball coach, and the school don't got somebody they can bring in with basketball knowledge that can teach out a game and coach out a game.
That's bad. That's good. You straight?
This is good. You straight? You got Google. You got YouTube. You got every video that you need to watch at your disposal. I can look at it right now and take me 30 seconds to pull up, how to be a power forward and what a power forward needs to do. Probably like a 5-minute video, 10-minute video. You can watch, study that, and then that can be the starting foundation on you mastering your skills at the high school level. Because think of it like math. Math only gets harder as you go up. Right, because once you're in high school, you take your general math, then you take algebra, but then when you get to college, it's pre-cal, calculus. That ain't no joke. So if you want to play this game, it's the same way. You got middle school where you can, they kind of frolic around. It's more about team building and understanding teamwork, blah blah blah. Yeah, they knock all that off when you get to high school. But then when you get to college, you think it gets easier.
Right, and the crazy part to piggyback off that, man, is just like, all right, right now you have a situation where a middle school kid, peep this. This is how crazy this shit got with the game and the fundamentals. That junk, it burns me. Like, a kid right now would know how to do a Euro step layup, but can't lay it up with their left hand, straight line. A kid can't go in rhythm. 1, 2, 3, lay me. Right foot, left side.
Right.
1, 2, 3, left foot, right side. But they'll do this. And make that, right? So let me give you the hint. The higher you go up, this is how it works. Like, you'll see Euro steps in high school. Yo, we can go look at all the college games last year, bro. How many times you see somebody Euro step in college versus how many times you see somebody Euro step in the NBA? It's a totally different game. How many times you see somebody catch, turn, and pivot in college, and how many times you see somebody catch, turn, pivot? Like, it's different games. So when these guys are coming to see you play and you out there carrying all that, that shit's not even college basketball, bro. And they done took the N1 mixtape tour out. That's gone.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Professor them boys doing something totally different now. Like,
Yeah.
the street ball joint gone. You're not even making the 3-on-3 leagues doing that now. So the higher you go up, the more the fundamentals become so necessary. Like, when you get to college, it's 3 dribble count. NBA or 2 dribble count. NBA is 1 dribble. Dudes is catching, turning, and scoring. And they catch and turn. And when you learn to catch, turn, and score, it's 8th grade. Pivoting. Some of you guys learn how to pivot when you 8, and I ain't never seen you pivoted from 8 to 18. This shit is crazy. So what you're leaning on are not skills that translate to every level. The more skills that you have in your bag that translates to every level, the basic part of it is how you get there. It's not about what it looks like. It's the efficiency of how you do it. All right? So you have to get back to the basics. You have to get back to the fundamentals. We hit you today with finding somebody, a mentor that's going to tell you the truth about the game. Somebody that's going to keep it real with you. Good, bad. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that you can depend on. All right? Then from there, you got to take responsibility yourself of understanding your body, your limitations, your strengths. Now, take that. Look at what positions you're interested in playing. Then take that, then work on it. Then try to get yourself good enough where you can put yourself in a situation to be able to go to the school that does those things. Or be able a chance to meet the coach or allow him to see you play so you'll know where you stand before you even go there, then attack it. The crazy part of it is not only did we just give you basketball skills, that's life, bro. Man. You got to go to college, you got to find a major, or you got to choose not to go to college and find out which direction you're going. You're going to start out on the fundamental ass level when you don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? You got to go through a 6-month period or a 90-day period where your ass can't be late, where you have to listen and do everything. Then you're going to be able to advance to one level, advance to another level. Unless the other skill that everybody has to know, you're a networker and you just know people. Right. Regardless, you have to be able to listen. Regardless, you have to have fundamentals of life, whether that's basketball, whether that's any subject or game you're playing. And then you have to be able to become self-made in some aspect. You're going to need people to keep it real with you, and you're going to need some, boy, I need the emoji. You're going to need some desire. I was about to hit you. I was about to hit you with the planners. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't even going to do that. I was about to say you need some planners. All right? But we're not going to do that. You just need some desire, man. My fault, got a little passionate. Right. Like I said, I think it's the lightning bolts. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Feeling tough lightning day. You know?
That's good stuff, man. I really hope y'all absorbing that, man. It's good stuff. Make sure you tell your friends to subscribe. With this, I'm gonna wrap it up, man. I got my spotlight player of the week. I'm gonna go with 2020 point guard, 6 foot, out of First Flight High School. The young boy Dylan Blake.
Woo!
I knew you would like that because that boy is a shooter.
He's the best shooter in the state.
Hands down.
Ben, best shooter in the state.
Hands down. And you know, I mean, shout out to Bucket Real. You know what I'm saying? I think Bucket Real is the only one who really ever showed him love like that.
Yeah.
So, you know, and of course, for those of you watching, y'all gonna see it on the screen. But that, I mean,
once again, got you. Dylan Blake has a mastery of his position.
Mastery.
He understands his size. He understands his strength and his limitations. He's a smaller guard, so he moves without the ball a ton. So he doesn't have his ball in his hands, so now you can't grab him. If I'm running, you can't grab me. That's something you don't know. But if I have the ball in my hand, you can grab me.
Right.
See, some of y'all lazy. Some people have to have the ball in their hand. Hi, Sam. All right, you know what I'm saying? Now, on top of that, you know what I'm saying, he has footwork. He can go full speed, left or right side of the floor, catch the ball, pivot, and turn. Those skills are vital, and you can learn those skills at the Simmons Shooting School. That starts Saturday. All right,
Ooh.
you know, we're taking late registration.
Listen,
at the end of the day, we're going to give you some visuals. You know, we're focusing on the fundamentals, and I'm creating shooters, man. Once again, like I tell you, to stay in the people's lane, I observe, you know what I'm saying, and I'm about to stay in my lane.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And this is my lane. This is one of them. You know, I have several, you know, kind of like the Beltline Freeway.
You know what I'm saying?
But we're going to get back to
440,
Dylan.
540.
You know what I'm saying? We'll get back to Dylan. No, I'm more of an 85, 95.
Gotcha,
you know what I'm saying?
gotcha.
She coast to coast, you feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But back to Dylan, left hand side, right hand side of the floor.
Right.
He can catch, pivot, and turn. He shoots it with range. Underrated as far as defensive skills.
I was just about to jump
Quick
on.
feet
Like,
and hands. Low key, not scared of anybody. I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Yeah,
First flight is the same. It's the same. It's the coastal stuff,
Right.
bro. Because Dylan, no, low key, Dylan got scraps.
Right.
He feisty.
Yeah,
He like contact.
He'll play against the brothers. He ain't
Yeah.
worried about no.
Nah, he ain't worried about the brackets.
He ain't worried
You know what
about
I'm
the
saying? Like,
brackets.
he'll guard you. You know what I'm saying? But like, just like the reason why Dylan Blake is who he is because he doesn't follow the norm. He doesn't follow what everybody else doing. He's his own person. Dylan Blake gonna come out there. He ain't worried about no headband. He ain't worried about no tights. He ain't worried about none of that. When that joint jump off and you come out there hand down, man down from 30 feet, woo, everywhere, woo, yo, Bucket Real, yo, I need you to give me with the voice over. Bang! But that's Dylan Blake, you know what I'm saying, in a nutshell. You feel me? We are back. The Remy is back. We are back, highly motivated, you know what I'm saying? We would name drop some of our new folks that we know, but wait. You know what I mean? Y'all know that.
And we out, yo.
We out.